Hello, children. Good afternoon to one and all. I hope everyone are being safe and and you are following the precautions of COVID-19 whenever you are going outside. So, in the last class, some revision we will do what all we have learned in the last class. So, in the last class, we have learned what do you mean by human resource? Why the human as a resource is being considered, and what are the economic activities done by the people in a country? And it has been classified into three parts. One is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Third, next category we will categorize into two parts. One is economic activities and non-economic activities. There. Okay. So and also we have learnt about education and the skill are the two determinants, that is two main criteria for the earning. So if you are having skill and education means you will get a good amount of salary, remuneration will be in a good position. And also skill and education, if you divide into two parts, that is men and women, women is getting the less salary comparing to the men in a society. And also there is an absence of basic facilities. I have told about maternity leave, child leave. At present the maternity leave as well as child care leave has been given. At present it is there, but before there was no basic facilities for the women those were working outside before. At present the maternity leave is there for each and every women, those are working outside. So, in the today's class, we are going to learn about quality of population on the basis of education and the health. So, by giving a good education and by giving a good health to the children as well as that is citizens, those are living in our country, then uh, we can have one quality population, so that we can establish any kind of industries for the economic development. We can give the more and more job opportunities according to their capabilities and the abilities for them. So if you are having quality population means the economic progress we can see in a country. So the quality of population depends on some criteria as well as some points there. What all means, one is literacy rate, second one is the health. What kind of health that person is having, that citizen is having, based on its life expectancy, skill formation, whatever it has been acquired by the people of a country. So etc. Will depends on quality of population. So if you are having a good quality of population means there the literacy level, the education system is very much progressive, and even health facilities are also very much good in that country. So depends on these two indicators, we will try to calculate how much quality and quantity the population is having. So and also quality of population ultimately decide by the growth rate of a country. So this year this much growth rate is there, 8.1, like that. One census will be given as well as in a TV they will show. Okay, based on growth rate, we will try to come to know what kind of economic progress we have did, as well as what kind of population we are having in our country. And I have told about illiteracy and unhealthy population are like a liability for the economic. It will become as a hurdle for the economic development for a country. So if a good literacy rate and a good healthcare facilities are being given to the citizens of a country, of a particular country means, then that population will have a quality, and it will be considered as an asset, and they will use as a resource for various activities which are being there in that country, whether it belongs to the primary, secondary, and the tertiary. People will engage in these activities there. So among those, um, today we are going to learn about education. Okay, so if I take the example of Sakal and Vilas, once again the Sakal and Vilas will come. So Sakal's education in the initial years of his life bored him. The fruits in the later years in the terms of job and salary. So in the initial years till his education complete. So he took the education, and later on in his future, so he got the good job, and he got the good remuneration, that is salary, according to his work there. So education opens a new origin, develop a people value, and give a rise to an new aspiration means new desires, new goals, new dreams. Aspiration means desire, goal, dreams, we can tell about that one. So education will open each and every citizen a wide new aspiration, and also it develop the life values of a particular person, and it increases the national income, as well as we can increase our culture richness and efficiency of governance. If a person is having a good education means, then he will try to understand what is the situation, and how our culture richness is there, and he can also he will question the government, uh, whether if a government is doing any kind of wrong thing. For an example, at this situation, at the COVID-19 situation, some of the people will criticize the government that this kind of facilities are not giving, in some cities, are in some states they are giving the lot of opportunities and the facilities for the COVID patients, and why not here? Same thing for the reopening of any kind of economic activities. After the lockdown, people were unhappy, as well as they were feeling a difficulty to work outside, because day to day the COVID ratio was been increasing. In that situation also the people has to work. So when economic um, what we will stagnant was been there on kind of a what we will tell ನಿಂತ ನೀರಾಗಿ ಇರೋಂಗೆ economic condition ittu. So for efficiency of government as well as governance, if he is having a good education, and if he is having a ability to understand the situation, then he can question the government that why you are doing. Okay, some petitions were being raised that government is doing corruption in the giving medical facilities for the COVID patient. They have given, they have made one huge what we will tell scam in the COVID, in the name of COVID-19. So still that case is going on, so they can question, and it will develop the efficiency of government also. The government will come to know what are their loopholes, and to cover it, what are the criteria they have to use to cover up each and everything else. So education will give a life skill, values, cultural richness, as well as it will teach how, what is our culture, what is our tradition, and efficiency of the governance. And also after a particular education, you will, if you are getting any kind of job and salary means, then it will be contributed for the national income. Same thing, at the present situation, vocational education has been developed to provide the skill based education has been developed there. Okay, so in the skill based, the education will be given to the person. Various skills are being inputted in that person there. Afterwards, he will ready to get an employment in a company, as well as in any kind of services. If he is a doctor, certain skills will be there in the doctors. So that skills, if it is developed means, then he is ready to work in the hospital. Same thing, a teacher should have a certain varieties of skill to create the classroom very healthy atmosphere, as well as enjoyable atmosphere there. So after giving a skilled based education, they are ready to get an employment, whatever services they should render in the society. So according to the educational scenario in our country, in what way our country is adopted education system. So there is an provision made for all universal access, compulsory from 7 years to 14 years. Compulsory education should be given to the each and every child those are living in our country, whether he belongs to the girl or a boy. And quality in the elementary education with a special emphasis on girls education only. The government is emphasizing, as well as they are creating awareness to educate the girl child. Don't underestimate, as well as don't think that girls is afterwards, however after the marriage, they have to do the cooking only. Sometime if any kind of economic crisis are been going on in your family means, then these people only will help you people to come out from that one. So in Kannada one proverb will be there, proverb is there, uh, called I'm sorry, I'm not remembering about that proverb. So education, um, especially the government is concentrating on giving the education for the girls. The special schools are being opened for each and in and every district, that is Navodaya Vidyalaya school, so that the poor children who are not affordable to get their education, they can take their education in Navodaya by giving the one entrance exam. In each and every district we will see the Navodaya Vidyalaya, where they will get the good education. Special schools are being established all through, although government expenditure on education has been increased nowadays. Last few years we will see the government is giving amount, they are releasing amount in a high increasing rate. Okay, the expenditure on education has been increased. So there are still many disparities in literacy. Female literacy remain much lower than the male literacy all over the India. Even though this kind of facilities are being given. Okay, for your facility, if I take the example, Karnataka government for the poor children, they are giving the cycles. Okay, if they are poor and can't afford to take the education, means hostels are being opened so that they can go and um, stay there, they can get the good um, lunch, dinner, everything else for their studies, for their until their elementary, that is SSLC get over. So government has been opened various hostels for the poor children to enhance their education facility. Those are not affordable there. As well as for them, books will be given by the government only, and scholarships are being given for the poor children. Those are mm, unable to afford the education. For them, the government is giving certain scholarship to the people. So even though this kind of facilities are being given means, but even till today, if we compare male and female literacy, even the female literacy is much lower than the male. Okay, literacy among the male is 16.6%, means the female percentage of literacy is 16.1 in the urban areas. If you compare to the rural areas, it is much lower there. So if you consider the literacy rate in the entire country, 94% of literacy rate is in Kerala state and 62% it is in Bihar. So which state is having most literacy people means Kerala. Kerala is 94% literacy rate is there. So even till today, no one has been crossed the 94, and they did not beat Kerala. Okay, by giving, even though they are giving the facilities in their particular states, even still they are lagging behind Kerala there. Even in teaching also they are giving a creativity towards the country, as well as lot of facilities are being given by seeing the Kerala government only. So in Kerala, the literacy rate, the educated people are 94%, and the least is Bihar, that is 62%. So government step to provide education to all. So government has taken a certain step to educate the people. Okay, so education, government has taken some many step providing the elementary education to all. Some of the important steps are the primary school system has been expanded. Over 7.8 lakh schools are being opened during period of 2004 and 2005 in our country, and government took the initiative step of Sarva Shikshan Abhiyan, which aims to provide elementary education to all the children of age group 6 to 14 years compulsory. Under the Sarva Shikshan Abhiyan, each and every child in our country, they have to take the education. If they are lacking behind in taking of education means, then several steps are there to bring them towards the school. And if they are finding any economic difficulty means, the government will help to those children there. Okay, and also to attract the children, midday meal scheme has been implemented to encourage the attendance and retention in the school children, and improve the nutritional status, because poor children, they can't afford the nutritious food. So as a result, to give that nutritious healthy food only in the schools, the midday meal schemes has been implemented there. So in our country, Tamil Nadu is the first country to adopt the midday meal scheme, and afterwards it was been implemented in the entire India. Okay, so the government has taken certain steps to provide education to all. Okay, under that, one survey was been done in 2004 and 2005. According to that one, the primary school has been expanded, nearly 7.8 lakh schools were been opened. So and also the government took the initiative step of Sarva Shikshan Abhiyan, where from 6 to 14 years compulsory education should be given to those children there. Midday meal scheme has been implemented to attract the children, to give the attendance as well as to remain in the school only. The midday meal scheme has been implemented, as well as to give the nutritious food for the poor children. So the 11th 5-year plan, uh, that increased the enrollment in the higher education 8 to 23 years of age group 15%. By 2011 and 12 it was been increased by 21% by 12th year plan. So every 5-year plan will be done by the government of India. According to that one, the higher education in 2011 and 12 it was 15%. The age group was 18 to 23. Only 15% of the people, they were taking the higher education in the 11th 5-year plan. So after the adopting of 11th 5-year plan, and whatever facilities were being given for the people, so in 2011 and 12 it was been increased nearly 21% by the 12th 5-year plan there. Okay, so why these two, we will see the increase in the higher education means some strategies were been focused, and they gave the lot of facilities for the higher education also, like increasing access, quality, adoption of state specific curriculum of modification, vocationalization, networking, as well as the information technology was being increased. Distance education was being encouraged, so that even though by sitting in home you can take the education, and you can, straight away can go and write the exam. Distance education was being implemented for the higher education. IT education institution were been set up, so that they can get the good education system there in the higher level, so that whatever skills are being adopted between 8 to 23 age people, they will get the certain skills under the vocational education, um, by using the information technology, because the technology has been increased. The national income of the country also. Distance education, by sitting here in home, if you are finding any difficulty, every day you can't go to the schools and colleges, because transportation is not sufficient in your area means, then you can straight away sit in home and you can take the distance education. Think that your family financial condition is not good, and after completing your second that is PUC2, so you're working in some other company or some other place means, you want to take a higher education so that you can get a promotion in that company, as well as you can take a good job after getting the education. So for that reason only, the distance education was being implemented. So as a result, straight away the youth people, they took the benefit of distance education, they took the degrees from the distance education and enhanced their skills there by sitting in home. So in this way, government has took a various step to give education in a secondary level, in a primary level, secondary level, as well as in the higher level there. At present situation also, our government of India is working behind to give education to all, and improvising the policies as well as the scholarship to attract the people in our country to take the education. Even till today also, some people, some category of the people, they are not going to school. Even till today also, the government is behind them to attract towards the school by implementing various schemes and policies, to give a good education in our country. So in the next class, I'm going to explain about health and about unemployment. So I hope today's class you have understood. If you are having any kind of doubt, just pin your question in the group so that I will try my level best to sort out your problem. So signing out. Have a great day. Bye everyone.